In this video I will show you how to create a planet from scratch. So the idea I got here is to create a planet that is in the color range of Mars. So I have found reference picture here, and I will start by picking color for the palette of colors for the mountains over here. So I go to relief mountains and I will choose the color range. So I will choose the darker orange color as the lowest part of the planet. So I will choose this one here. This one will be the middle color, like this, and the final color is the more yellowish one. For the darkest spot I will use the secondary noise, the details. So first I will try to have something interesting. I will choose a noise generator that I find interesting. So maybe a multifractal one. I will choose to reduce the scale to have more, well, larger land masses. Maybe increase a bit the roughness. And I can maybe reduce a bit the low frequency to avoid having very large mountain. And I will increase temporarily the amplitude over here to see how my relief is on the planet. So there's not a very wide range of relief. So maybe I will just change the range over here. That range is really different depending on the noise generator you're using. So now I have really a wider range of 8. Yeah, it's better. And I will just try to play a bit with the range over here. So I can reduce the lowest part to have bigger places where there's nearly no relief, and maybe increase a bit the here to have more, well, plateau-like mountains. It's more interesting that way. Okay. I will also display the axis. So I like to do that to have an idea of where are the most interesting part of the planet in the equator. The poles are often less interesting to see. So I'm just trying to focus on that equator zone. Okay, so maybe I will just use also the shelf to add some interesting variation. Near the base of the mountain, like this. So you have a larger flat area. And can randomize that. Okay, it's interesting like that. I change a bit the scale. Yes, that scale. Okay, and also you can try different seed value to have something that is more visually interesting. That one is nice. So now I will try to add the darker zone, the darker spot here with a secondary layer, so a detail here. So I will increase the color intensity to really focus on that part. I will try to add that in the lowest part of the mountain, let's say, and I will also choose my my blending type, which is really important depending on what you want. So here I just want spots here and there, so probably I will go for a max or something like that. Max or min. A minimum is nice. Okay, and I will just play a bit with the noise. If I want to have something more geometric, I can go for a Voronoi based noise, maybe a multifractal Voronoi, and play with the ramp and the roughness, and also the scale, to avoid having too high frequency. I just want to have more spreaded dots, and so something more like that. And for the covering of the secondary layer, I can play with the level here. So if I increase the level, I will reduce the importance of the secondary layer here. Okay. I will try maybe different combination. Because I don't like to have the noise on the top of the mountains here, so I will try some other stuff, and also will play with the range. The range is really important. You really control how the noise is spreading with that. So yes, it's better like that. And the roughness will add lots of smaller areas, smaller spots, and more chaos. So it's more interesting, in my opinion, to have that. Can reduce a bit medium and high frequencies, like that. So I can play a bit with the colors to avoid having something to burn. So I will try to go for a RGB color first, because it's always interesting to go for some extreme color and see how the colors are spread in what you're doing. So here you can see that the main zone will be in the red area, and the transition will go from red to the blue over here. So I will just change my color range here, and I will pick colors here. So the biggest part will be the darker one. So for the red, I will pick that color, and then here red orange thing, and the last one will be more like that. Okay. What I can do for the details is also reducing the range here to just, I will try to have something that is quite sharp on the edges, but does not have a lot of dynamic in the middle. I can change the level a bit here, like this. So when you see something that is clamped here, it's that your range is probably wrong here. So you probably have to increase it to avoid that problem. Maybe I can try also to reverse. Yeah, that can bring some interesting stuff. So maybe I will start with reversed range. Changing the ramp will completely swap the place where you have the secondary noise. So I will try to have something more interesting here. Okay. And once you get some interesting details, you can always try to play with the seed to just generate something completely different and see if you don't have something that is more interesting globally. So it's probably better here. I like that place over here with that cutout near the base of the mountains. Yeah, it's better. And so I think I'm okay with the noise here. Maybe I will try to. Oh yeah, it's not working. These sliders are not working for the maximum and minimum. It's only valid for the subtraction, addition, cracks, and peaks. Okay. So maybe I can add some craters. Certainly less than that. Just some of them can be interesting. Just one or two large ones. Maybe I will just reduce the trail colors here, like that, and also change the distribution to have less visible critters. I will also change the maximum radius to have some large ones, and I will just generate random variation to find something more interesting. Maybe I can increase a bit the number, the critter count. That I have some very large ones here, and it's not something I really like. This one is super large. I will maybe reduce the trail density here and the trail length, like that. Okay, it's better. I can change also the age of the craters to have something more visible. So if I reduce the minimal age, I will see more craters. I can change also the maximum here and the edge size link here, but not too much. I don't want to have very strong craters like that. Prefer to have something more more subtle like that. Okay, it's better. Maybe playing a bit with the regularity of the crater. I will check the big one to see the how it looks. And too chaotic is maybe strange. And I will reduce a bit the regularity of the 8 just to have something more chaotic on the base of these big craters. Okay, I will reduce the range of the mountains because it's absolutely, it's really large. I mean, it's not really realistic. It's more something like that. It's, you have a very slight. Maybe I will just enter a value manually to have something like in the range of 3. Yeah, it's better. Okay. Start to be quite interesting. Now I will go also to the other tab to see how the ambient occlusion is. It's pretty nice. I mean, I like it. Maybe I will strengthen the ambient occlusion in the diffuse, and maybe reduce a bit the medium range, that, and the high frequency like that. Yeah. So I increase the low frequency to have those big darker spots that are visible here in the crater and in this zone here. And it's more interesting. Okay. I will not put water on this planet. I don't think it will be interesting. It will be mainly on the crater, so it's not that interesting to add. I will not add water. Maybe some ice caps can be interesting. You have some ice caps on Mars, so can add some here. I will just increase the sharpness here and reduce a bit the maximum to have more, let's say, holes in the ice like that. I will go to the weather tab now to tune a bit the size of the ice caps. Maybe I can reduce that so the temperature on pole can be either reduced, or I can change the spreading like that, so it's more localized. Yeah, it's better. If you want to bring some some difference in the middle of the planet. If you want to add some color different than the one you already have, you can also use the desert for that. See, if I increase the sharpness, I'll toggle on off. Yeah, you see it's more well, yellowish, but maybe I will change the color here. So it's the mountains in desert colors. I will just try to saturate a bit. Maybe have something a bit darker, yeah, like that. I will tune the ramp, the transition after. Okay, so go back to the desert. Maybe the sharpness is too strong, so something like this is probably more interesting. And I can also play with the slope and the expansion of the desert, depending on what I like. I don't want to have something too strong over here. So reduce that, increase the expansion, like that, it's better. So now it's with the desert, without. You see, it just brings some randomness in the color in the middle. Maybe I will increase that chaos in the weather tab with the random strength here. It's just it will break that large band effect. And I can change also the scale to have bigger patches or smaller patches. And I can play with the seed to just generate something that I like. It's pretty cool to have that in the crater zone. Maybe it's a bit odd to have this in the high altitude, so probably the high altitude will change that here. See, it's just the temperature for the top of mountains. I'll put that to 0. That means it will not be affected by the height of the mountains. Okay, and once you're happy with your surface, you can also go to shader and display an atmosphere. So maybe here I will try to have something more reddish in the atmosphere. So with the color shift of the atmosphere, if you have something that looks like a certain color, let's say when it's lit, when you have the lighting on the opposite direction, you will have the invert color. So if you have something bluish here, it will be more orange reddish here. So it really depends on what you want. So if I want to have the reddish color here, I will probably do it like that. And you can, of course, play with the height of the atmosphere, the density of the atmosphere over here. Here, it's probably better if it's quite subtle. here, and I can maybe increase the 8 like this. I can also check the normals in the other tab to see, you see, the impact of increasing the importance of normals. So by default it's 1. So maybe if you want to have something less chaotic, you can reduce that ground normals over here. So it will be softer. Okay, so I will remove the axis. Yes, as I've changed the temperature of the altitude, I've not seen that the poles have been reduced, so I will probably increase the spreading temperature on poles, so spreading like that. Okay, it's more interesting like that. Okay, so that's it for this kind of planet. I will probably do some other video with different kind of planet, more Earth-like or gaseous planets and stuff like that. So it's just a first try. Tell me what you think of the video, if you like it, or did I talk too much, not enough? Just say what you think about it. Thank you.